For this special day in our history, I decided to write a poem that says something about our long history and also about how it's changing today. As we know, history has tended to be his story, William's story, rather than Mary's story. So I try in my poem to counterbalance his story with her story. My poem is a villanelle. My creative writing students will understand the form. I chose the traditional form because villanelles developed out of songs. I wanted to write a song-like poem. You'll hear refrain lines, you'll hear a lot of rhymes. I wanted to write a song of celebration for President Roe. I'm tempted to sing the poem since villanelle started out as songs, but somebody once told me that when I sing, I sound like Bob Dylan on a bad day. And because I have a cold, I might sound like Bob Dylan on his worst day ever. So I'll just read the poem, a villanelle for the inauguration of Catherine A. Roe. I begin with an epigraph from Atul Gawande. All we ask is to be allowed to remain the writers of our own story. As far as presidents go, our history has been his story. Now it's time for William to move aside for Mary. It's time for our new president to write her story. Women first worked in a college laboratory a century ago. They had to be wary, since for so long our history had been his story. It's true that our heritage is full of glory. From Jefferson on, our students have been extraordinary. Now our new president will make her story. Some of our war memorials are like memento mori, for when the college closed, students joined the military, and presidents campaigned boldly to save our history. As for our first leaders who were Anglican and Tory, the college chose to divorce them, then remarry. Now it's time for our new president to make her story. The past may be a long trek through purgatory, and paradise once reached all too momentary. But this moment will last forever in our history. So let's celebrate and help the president make our story. Thank you.